Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing well today, and I've got another deck profile for all of you, and this is going to be my take on a sort of control deck that uses cards like Ghostly Prank to reduce our opponent's hand size while also employing different kinds of effects that make our opponent pay more to be able to play the game, and it's just going to end up frustrating our opponents overall. So going over the keys to this deck, we have both Enoch and Vincent Vesuvius. Both of these cards have abilities that force our opponent to pay more power to be able to play. So Vincent here forces our opponent to pay one more power to activate abilities, while Enoch forces our opponent to pay one more power to play normal action cards. Having both of these can really frustrate our opponents, and in addition to those two, we've also got Frozen Cave as well. This is a terrain that forces characters with a power cost of 7 or more to be unable to attack on the turn they enter play. So it can definitely hurt our opponents more since we don't have as many of those. I mean, we do run one, but we're not really running it as much to attack, but I'll get to that in a moment. Now, I did mention we have Vincent Vesuvius here to kind of slow down our opponent from using their abilities, but for the triggered abilities, we've got 3 copies of Skill Seal here, and it's also just useful to prevent an ability activation even if we don't have Vincent out yet. We've also got some reflex scars to stop our opponent's attacks. Oftentimes attacking is key, so this can help stop them. Of course, Ghostly Prank is here to force our opponent to play with a 3-card hand, and we're comboing that here with Raylam as well, just to force our opponent to discard and take a little bit of extra damage. And that also brings me into why Terria's in this deck. It's a 9-cost card with the ability that whenever an ability would trigger from a character entering play under my control, the ability would trigger an additional time. So being able to double that up with Raylam it'll allow us to discard 2 cards while also dealing some extra damage to our opponent. It's a very good combo in here. I've also got plenty of other removal tools as well. There's Sky Dragon, which can enter and also allow us to bounce a character our opponent has on their board back to their hand. And of course, this is another ability that doubles up with Teria, so if we have her on the field when we play Sky Dragon, we'll be able to bounce 2 cards, which is kind of nice. And of course, the standard removal package is in here as well. We've got Delta Warrior Blitz as well as Steady Shots to help keep problematic characters off the board. And as for our other big threat, we've got Matt here, who is a 6 attack, 3 defense with evasive, which makes him annoying to deal with. And of course, finally to round off the deck, we've got 3 super coins to keep us full of cards, as well as recycle arm to recycle our important pieces back into our deck for future use. Now there's a couple of other options I was considering for this deck as well. Scion was also in the original list, mainly because it can be an alternate win condition with its Mind Crush ability. Malicious Master Max is another high-end threat as well. When it's knocked out, you also get the ability to bring a character out of your deck. It's very useful if we happen to shuffle in stuff with Recycle Arm first. We can get those more cards like Enoch and Vincent out again. Retreat's also pretty good here, especially in conjunction with a card like Raylam. Having that option to return a character from play to our hand, and then being able to put it back down later can help us double up on those on-play effect triggers, and it's especially good when Terria's also on the field. We can get even more triggers, and just having that ability to return action cards from the discard to hand is also nice. Jake's Net Search was the other draw card that I was considering. It is a little more expensive than Super Coin, but you get to pick from the top 6 cards of your deck and pick the best 2. Shield Wall is a card I like in more defensive decks anyway, just because it has high defense, and when it's knocked out, you get an extra card out of it. And since there's a hero package in here, I do like Victoria, just being able to heal some life for each character you control. That actually doesn't necessarily need to synergize with heroes, but it does help us gain a lot of life. And of course, there's Negate and Coach's Challenge. I like Coach's Challenge a little better because it counters any action card, though it does cost one more than Negate. But Negate only counters just the normal action cards, so I definitely run one or the other. Definitely worth considering it for your side deck anyway. And that about does it for this little deck. Thank you very much for watching. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed, and comment below how you would change this deck and what you would suggest to improve it. I'll see you guys in whatever video I upload next, and take care.